Hey everyone, Matron here, bringing you another Starcraft 2 commentary. This time, the third and deciding game in the Best-of-3 series of the round of 16 action of the GomTV Invitational Tournament. The game will be played between the Red Protoss BabyByeBye and his opponent will be SlayerSBoxer, the original Terran Master. So the map will be Shakura's Plateau, and it's a very interesting map. Was added to the standard Blizzard map pool, replacing Kulas Ravine, and it has a lot of different bases you can take, a small choke point or a small ramp down to your first natural, and then a little bit of a larger ramp, so tougher to wall off the natural. It also has, between the two players, these backdoor rocks, so you can open up attack paths towards the other player in these starting positions a little bit later into the game. We do have Boxer, who opened up with 3 racks with a reactor and tech lab on each, and then try to push out mostly Marines and Marauders. He did get up Vikings to control the number of Colossi that BabyByeBye had. We had Stargates going up for the Protoss player, pumping out double Phoenix non-stop in the first 2 games. Boxer was able to even up the series at 1 game apiece on Scrap Station, as he was able to pump Vikings 4 at a time and overwhelm the number of Phoenix which BabyByeBye had. So in the first game, BabyByeBye did a nice job, kind of surprising Boxer a little bit with the Phoenix play, and the Phoenix able to take down the Viking numbers, and the Colossi just rolled over the barracks units. So we'll see whether both players open up with the same strategy this time. We do see the first gateway and barracks on the way for the players, doing a little bit of probe harass, causing an SCV to be pulled off the line there. Be interested to see the gas timing for both players here. May signify what sort of build they will be doing. See a cybernetics core going down for BabyByeBye, just on 1 gas at the moment. Do see the SCV moving across to try to scout the opponent's position. Again, on this map you cannot be north and south positions, so you can't spawn in the upper left and the bottom left, so you are always kind of cross positioned, sometimes close and connected by these backdoor rocks. So doing a good job placing the supply depot there just for a little bit of sight. We see a pylon going down for Baby, and now Baby just sitting in the middle taking that tower. Has pretty good map control at this point early in the game. We do see a Zealot coming out for Baby and also getting on a Stalker. So he had been going Zealot Sentry, try to gain a little more energy on those sentries, producing about 4 in the early game, and this Zealot is going to chase away that SCV. Looks like we have a factory on the way for SlayerSBoxer, so not opening up with the 3 racks which he had been doing. He did get a tech lab on this barracks, now working out a Marauder to join these 2 Marines, and the Marines at the bottom of this ramp are going to be able to deny any more scouting from the probes. The Zealot in the middle of the field along with that probe, control of both towers, so nothing's going to get through the middle of the field there without the Protoss player knowing. Looks like we have a Marauder coming out, perhaps to apply a little bit of early pressure or just the scout. He will come down here and possibly take out this probe, start controlling that tower. Down goes that probe. Now SlayerSBoxer are going to clean up the middle. Baby pulling back that Zealot. So it looks like Baby went for a 1 gate into fast expand. He is hiding 2 more gates on the right hand side and nothing yet on the left hand side. Again, do want to spread your buildings out as Protoss. Make it so the Terran scan is not going to be able to pick up your build order. We have a starport coming, very interesting, being placed on this tech lab. So early Ravens or perhaps Banshees. We do have 2 refineries for SlayerSBoxer, so that should tip his hand that he is going for higher tech, and we'll see how he uses this 1-1-1 build to his advantage. A reactor coming out on the factory, I imagine that was being prepared for the barracks. And now we see a Banshee under construction as well as Cloak for SlayerSBoxer. He has down a bunker and not yet getting an expansion, so BabyByeBye will be on the economic advantage once this Nexus does come up. But if SlayerSBoxer is able to use that Cloak Banshee before the opposing player has any detection, as he just has 3 warp gates and looks like a 4th warp gate, so he's just on these 4 gates, has no forge, and has no robotics facility. So Cloak is about 40% of the way there, and the first Banshee is on its way as well, about complete. SlayerSBoxer has enough minerals and gas for a second Banshee. We see that under construction. But this first Banshee just going to be gaining energy at the moment. Cloak is about halfway complete. And it looks like Baby moving out with these initial units, setting down a pylon, multiple pylons throughout the map, so he can warp in more units, maybe testing the front door. See those Marines, they did take down that probe, and he's going to know that pressure is coming. So we're going to be loading up that barracks. He does have a nice wall off here. So Cloak is going to be finishing around the same time. We'll see whether he moves out with this Banshee at the same time as Cloak. And the front door of Boxer are going to be under attack here. He does have that bunker, and he does have SCVs to repair it, but good force fields, keeping those SCVs from that bunker, though they are getting a little bit of repair on the bunker right now. Seems they are being able to repair through the force field. Now we see a Cloak Banshee coming out, and that is going to be too much for this push, as there is no detection anywhere on the map for Baby, but he is not going to have definite detection at the front lines, so going to have to retreat with this this Zealot. And we do see that the Banshee in the main, and now over in the natural, taking down many probes, 10 kills so far, still with about 40 energy. So Baby really needs to split these probes all around, so the Banshee has to chase them down. Instead, he's keeping them in a nice even line here, and the Banshee able to two-shot those probes so easily. We do have the robotics facility up, but not enough minerals, just now enough minerals for that first observer. And the second Banshee on its way into the base, going to be joining its friend here. The first Banshee has 20 kills, so that's 20 probe kills right now. Down to 15 harvesters is Baby. If you look at the army tab, 1050 to 475. The second Banshee did not have enough energy yet to start cloaking, and it looks like that first Banshee is going to be pulled off, gain a little bit more energy. Another Cloak Banshee comes in here, but this observer is done. And if we check out the unit tab, only 14 workers compared to the 32 of SlayerSBoxer, so a huge advantage. And now getting his expansion up and running is SlayerSBoxer as well. So just needing to mass some units here, perhaps push out before his opponent is able to get up and running. We do have the Stalkers patrolling around the base. They do not want any more damage to be done to the economy. And in come two Banshees, very strong, possibly take down a Stalker. And we also have a Raven on the field for SlayerSBoxer, so that point defense drone, once it does have enough energy, 100 energy, very powerful against the Stalkers, absorbing all of the Stalker attacks until the energy of the point defense drone runs out. But the Stalkers being the only thing on the field right now which can attack those Banshees, the combination of Raven and Banshee, so good in this TVP matchup. Not able to produce off of these 4 warp gates right now, just trying to get more and more probes, producing them 2 at a time. If we look at the unit count, 23 probes to the 37, so SlayerSBoxer has this natural up and running, decent saturation at this point. And if we look at the army tab, 1500 to 525, so such a blow early on with those Banshees to the economy of BabyByeBye. BabyByeBye was pressing on that front door, but good repair on the bunker, and that Cloaked Banshee able to defend that push. So Boxer does have the advantage at this point, possibly just macroing up, getting enough units so that he's sure of a victory. BabyByeBye does need to start producing units here, perhaps a few sentries, so he can wall off, try to prevent this this attack and harassment. If he's able to get sentries up and try to block off this ramp, he could possibly hold back the Terran attack until he has enough units to whittle it down a little bit. If you look at the army tab, 2200, now 2700 to the 825. Medevac's moving out with Banshee support and Raven support. The Raven does have enough energy for a point defense drone. Baby does see this moving across the field. Let's see what he's going to do in response. It looks like he has an Immortal coming. So very interesting decision. I guess he just wants to produce off of all of these production buildings, but 2 Immortals are not going to do too much against these Marines and the Banshee Raven. So now we see moving in here, point defense drone laid down. The Stalkers really need to take that down, perhaps retreat up into the base away from it. See the range on the point defense drone there. And we get the quick GG from Baby. That is Banshee so effective, just crippling his economy. He was not able to keep up. in the mid game, and then Boxer was just macroing up Marines and Marauders along with a few medevacs and pushing into the natural of Baby. So SlayerSBoxer taking game 2 and 3 to win the series, move on to the round of 8, and both players hoping to do well in GSL Season 3. SlayerSBoxer coming over from Starcraft 1, very accomplished player, has done well in the 2 GSLs so far, but hoping to bust through the ceiling in the 3rd GSL, and we'll see how he does. Round of 64 getting underway this week. So hopefully you enjoyed this series. I think we saw some very good play in the 2nd and 3rd game from SlayerSBoxer, getting up those Vikings, taking down the Phoenix numbers, and eventually just crushing his opponent. And then this game, a completely different build with those Banshees, doing a lot of damage, and Baby was just never able to recover. So if you're looking for more StarCraft 2 action, more of this tournament and other tournaments, check out my channel Matron Starcraft at youtube.com. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you guys next time.